What if I told you the amount of money you need to live off dividends is probably way lower than most people think? Most beginners imagine they need millions and millions of dollars before dividend investing can change their life. But honestly, that's not entirely true. Because depending on your lifestyle, your expenses, and where you live, financial freedom through dividends could happen much earlier than you expect. And in this video, we're going to break down the lowest realistic amount you'd actually need to live off dividends, step by step. And trust me, once you understand this concept, you'll never look at money the same way again. First, let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding people have about dividend investing. Most people think living off dividends means becoming ultra rich, but that's not really the goal. The real goal is covering your living expenses without actively working for every dollar. That's it, because once your investments pay for your lifestyle, your dependence on a job starts decreasing. And this is where things get interesting. Let's say your monthly expenses are around $2,000. Rent, food, electricity, internet, transportation, basic lifestyle costs. That means you need around $24,000 per year to survive comfortably. Now here's the important question. How much invested money would generate $24,000 per year in dividends? Well, if your portfolio generates roughly a 4% dividend yield, you would need approximately $600,000 invested. And suddenly, living off dividends doesn't sound as impossible anymore. Now, obviously, $600,000 is still a lot of money, but here's what most people completely miss. You are not supposed to build it overnight. This is a long-term game, and long-term games reward patience more than talent. Think about it like building a snowball. At first, it feels tiny. You push and almost nothing happens. But eventually, the snowball becomes massive. Dividend investing works exactly the same way, because in the beginning, your money grows mostly from your own contributions, but later, the dividends start helping. Then compounding starts accelerating, and eventually, your portfolio begins growing faster than your savings alone. That's the stage most people never reach because they quit too early. Now here's another important truth nobody talks about. The amount you need heavily depends on your lifestyle. Someone living an expensive luxury lifestyle may need several $millions, but someone living simply, investing consistently and controlling expenses could reach financial freedom much faster. This is why increasing income matters, but controlling lifestyle inflation matters even more. And honestly, there's another trick wealthy investors use. They don't wait until they fully retire to enjoy dividends. They use dividends to slowly reduce pressure. Maybe dividends cover groceries first, then utility bills, then rent, then eventually most of their lifestyle. That gradual freedom changes how you think about work, stress, and life itself. Because once your basic expenses are covered, fear starts disappearing. You stop feeling trapped, and that's the real power of dividend investing. Not flexing portfolio screenshots online, not becoming rich overnight, but quietly building a system that slowly buys back your freedom. And honestly, that may be one of the most powerful financial goals a person can have. So now I want to ask you, how much money do you think you'd personally need every month to feel financially free? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because I'm breaking down dividend investing, ETFs, passive income, and financial freedom in the simplest way possible.